So you want to buy a campground. You've run the numbers, you've got the financing lined up, and you are ready to live the dream. But I need to be honest with you because I've watched this go sideways too many times. I'm a CPA who works specifically with family-owned campgrounds, and the number one thing I see sink new owners isn't a bad location or low bookings. It's the costs they never saw coming. I'm going to walk you through every hidden cost that first-time campground buyers miss, and I'm going to give you real dollar amounts because vague warnings just don't help anyone. Let's start with one that hurts the most: infrastructure. If you're buying an existing campground, and most of you are, you're inheriting someone else's problems. I had a client buy a beautiful 45-site campground in the Midwest. They had great reviews, solid booking history, looked like a pretty turnkey operation. Within the first 6 months, they discovered the septic system was failing. And not failing tomorrow, but failing right now during peak season with guests on site. That repair came in at $38,000. And that wasn't even the worst part. The electrical throughout the park was outdated and it couldn't handle the modern RVs that are pulling 50 amp service. That was another $25,000. This is not unusual. This is actually pretty normal. Aging septic systems, outdated electrical panels, water lines that freeze and are one step away from bursting. I tell every client the same thing. Budget $10,000 to $50,000 minimum for infrastructure surprises in your first 2 years. If you don't need it, fantastic. But if you do, and statistically you will, it won't break you. Now let's talk about the one that nobody warns you about: insurance audits. Most new campground owners get their policy, they see the annual premium, and they think that's what they're paying. It might not be. Your insurance carrier is going to audit you at the end of the year, and if your actual revenue is coming in higher than what you projected when you got the policy, they will hit you with a backdated premium increase. The same happens with workers' comp. That can also be based on an estimate, but it gets trued up once a year. I had a couple buy their first campground, had a killer first year season. Their revenue came in about 30% above the projections, and they were thrilled until they got a surprise bill from their insurance carrier for thousands of dollars that they hadn't budgeted for. This happens every single year, and almost no one talks about it. So here's what you do. When you project that revenue for your insurance application, be realistic or even slightly generous with your estimates. It's much better to get a small refund than a surprise bill. Next up, staffing. And I know some of you are thinking, I'm just going to run it myself with my family. Sure, for about one season. And then reality hits. A 30 to 50 site campground typically needs a minimum of a part-time groundskeeper or someone handling check-ins, customer issues, and some seasonal help during the peak months. You're looking at probably another $40,000 to $80,000 a year on the low end. Larger parks with 100+ sites, you could easily hit $150,000 annually in labor costs. And here's what gets missed in every pro forma I review from the buyers: the payroll taxes, workers' comp insurance, and the cost of turnover. Campground staff, as you can imagine, turns over pretty constantly. Every time you rehire and retrain, that costs you money, and it costs you quality. So let's keep going. Utilities are next. This one seems kind of obvious, but the scale catches people off guard. Water, electric, sewer, trash, internet. When you add it all up across every site, you're probably spending $200 to $600 per site a year. On a 50-site campground, that's $10,000 to $30,000 annually just to keep the lights on and the water running. And the rates are going up everywhere. What the previous owner was paying 2 years ago is probably not what you're going to pay. Now here's a smaller cost that adds up fast. Technology. You need reservation software. That's going to be $50 to $250 a month, average depending on the platform and your park size. Then you've got a third-party listing site, maybe like HipCamp, campground booking platforms, and they're taking a percentage of your booking on each single reservation that comes through. 5% here, 8% here. We've got merchant fees. On a park doing $300,000 in gross revenue, that's potentially $15,000 to $25,000 a year just in platform fees and software technology. It's the cost of doing business, but you need to keep it in your budget from day one. And finally, the one that can blow up everything. Oh, good old zoning. Zoning requirements for campgrounds don't just vary state to state, they vary township to township. I had a client close on a property planning to add 20 new sites. It was the entire basis of their growth projections, and their loan made sense because of those additional sites. After they closed, they found out the township had a site cap that the seller never disclosed. They couldn't add a single site. Their entire financial model was broken before they even opened for the first season. So before you close on any deal at a campground, you need to sit down with the local zoning office yourself. Don't take the seller's word for it. Don't take the real estate agent's word for it. Get it in writing from the municipality. So here's the bottom line. None of these costs are reasons not to buy a campground. Campgrounds can be an incredible investment, and I've watched families build genuine wealth with them. But the owners who succeed are the ones who walk in knowing what's actually coming. They budget for infrastructure failures, insurance audits, staffing. They account for all the utilities and software and platform subscriptions, and they verify the zoning before they sign anything. If you're serious about buying a campground and you want someone to look at your numbers before you commit, that's literally what I do. And if this was helpful, subscribe, because I put out content like this every single week, specifically for campground owners and buyers who want to make smart financial decisions, not just exciting ones.